Okay, we are back. So, a little bit of a shift has happened. After doing a bit of research, I've discovered that Nightmare's never going to get difficult carrying over my stuff from the Game Plus. Just isn't going to happen. And I really don't want the game to be a breeze. I don't think that'll be fun to watch. It's not going to be fun to play, just coasting through every combat. So, I have now decided that I will just play through with a fresh playthrough, starting from scratch. No carrying anything over from New Game, nothing at all. And I think this will be a better experience. So instead of redoing and redoing the episodes, we will just pick up from here as I've played through the first 2 hours again. And yep, this will be the beginning of our new journey. Yeah, according to all the research I did, the only time Nightmare gets difficult with New Game Plus gear and levels and quartz is like the final 2 chapters. And I imagine anybody who would want the story for this game, for just the story themselves, would play the game themselves. And nobody wants to see somebody breeze through 3/4 of the game. Yeah, I just don't think it'd be entertaining content. So, we'll do it like this. So hopefully you all will enjoy this more than the other one.
Alright.
Unfortunately, this does mean I'm going to carry out the link and bond building like I did the first time.
Time to get going.
So I probably won't be doing many bonding events with like Machias, Eustace, and Fee.
Oh, Rean!
Morning, Elliot.
Good morning. Are you heading to school now too? How about we walk there together?
This music track is very reminiscent of like Traveler's Town and Kingdom Hearts.
Sure. It's getting late though, so we might need to pick up the pace a little.
I don't know if
No
I'm the only
problem.
one who hears that.
I'm guessing everyone else left already, huh?
Oh no, not Traveler's Town. That's what is it called in the second one? God, it's been so many years since I played. Not Traveler's Town, the second one. Twilight Town? Twilight Town. I think it's Twilight Town.
I think so. I'm not sensing anyone else on this floor, at least.
What an outlandishly strange sentence to make.
Gaius in particular is probably long gone by now, being the early riser he is.
Don't sense anyone. Like what?
Oh, okay then. He's not sensing anyone? What does that mean exactly?
Yeah, exactly, Elliot. Asking the big questions.
Huh.
Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Morning! Are you two on your way to school?
Yeah. Come on, Emma. We're going to be late. Hey, wait for me, Lisa. We'll see you in class.
I never would have guessed she'd hold a grudge this long. She knows it was just an accident, right? She has to. Can't believe she'd be so sensitive.
No kidding. She's not even giving me a chance to apologize to her.
Well, as long as you keep trying, I'm sure she'll understand. Eventually. Class 7's got enough tension as it is, what with our two, prideful warriors at each other's throats. So I think it would be a load off everyone's mind if you and Elisa could make up at least.
I'll certainly do what I can, whatever that may be.
These past 2 weeks have really flown by, haven't they? It's funny. I went into this thinking combat practice would be the toughest part of the curriculum. Never would have guessed the academic side of things might give it a run for its money.
Well, strong in body and mind is pretty firmly embedded into Imperial culture. I do get what you mean, though. I figured I'd be able to coast through the year, but I've had to very quickly reevaluate that.
You too, huh? I wish I were as smart as Machias or Emma. They don't seem to be having any problems at all. But then, Emma got the top score on the entrance exam, and I'll bet you anything Machias wasn't far behind.
I'm sure. Eustace and Elisa are apparently doing really well too, as are Laura and Gaius.
Really? Guess I'm just gonna have to suck it up then. Though I really do hope they don't mind.
Huh? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, sorry. You got me thinking about Eustace and Laura. I've been talking to them the same way I talk to everybody else, but they're both nobles, right? And Eustace's family rules over the whole eastern side of the Empire, so it kinda feels like I should address them more formally.
Well, they both said it was okay, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Though you probably shouldn't go picking fights with Eustace every chance you get, like a certain someone else.
Oh, I don't plan on it. I'd hoped they'd get along a bit better over time, but if anything, things seem to be spiraling downhill fast on that end. When the two of them are in the same room, there's just this constant tension in the air.
It's not all Machias either. Eustace seems to enjoy provoking him at every opportunity. I can't even imagine what it would take to make them see eye to eye at this point.
Yeah, I wish there was something we could do to help them get along. And that's where we'd be if we weren't in Class 7. Dormitory number 2, for all the common folk like us.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? I'm still kind of shocked that Class 7 gets to have its own dormitory.
Own dormitory, own uniform, own class curriculum.
Though, to be fair, I think that building was abandoned till this year. Seems like they renovated it just for us.
Well, they did a good job. It's got a nice feel to it. I just wish it were a little closer to the academy.
Hey, you're in our way. Step aside at once.
Ugh, peasants. What is up with them
Class
shoes?
7, I see.
Is something the matter?
You're just a ragtag bunch of nobodies, aren't you? Come on, we're leaving.
Yes, Patrick! A word of advice. You might be part of a special class, but that doesn't change who you are. Never forget your place.
Yeah, well, your shoes look like purple slippers, and who walks around in purple slippers?
So they're from
Step
one of
on
the
a
upper
rock.
classes. This is why I hate talking to them.
Unfortunately, that attitude is all too common among the nobles. Thank goodness Laura and Eustace aren't like that.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad. That's the infamous dormitory number 1, where all the nobility lives.
It's an ugly-looking building with the white brick and the purple, like, cornerstone
It's
accents.
supposed to be super fancy inside, with maids and butlers and everything.
Wow, really?
Well, we can see a maid right there.
Guess that's our cue to pick up the pace.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, hey, have you picked out a club to join yet? Doesn't sound like you have to or anything, but it's probably a good way to meet people.
No, I'm still looking. It's hard to decide on one.
Stand, bow. Be seated.
As I'm sure you're all well aware, the Erebonian Empire was driven to the brink of collapse roughly 250 years ago.
Thomas Lysander.
This was brought about by the conflict we know as the War of the Lions. A civil war lasting several years, staged over the throne of the late emperor by the most powerful of his potential successors. But of course, I'm not here to tell you that. If I were, I think even young children would be able to pass this course. rather, I'd like to discuss the effects this had on the Empire as members of the aristocracy were drawn into the war. Many hired mercenaries turned to looting and pillaging, and a similar trend could even be seen among some of the knights. The land was left utterly devastated, and morale was at an all-time low. But then, lo and behold, into this nightmare stepped a man willing to take a stand against this bloody war of succession. He was a wandering prince who began to rally forces from the outskirts of the Empire, and would go on to make quite a name for himself. And that name, of course, was Dreikel's Rhysei Arnor. He would later become known as Dreikel's the Lionheart, the 73rd Emperor of Erebonia and father of the Renaissance. Not to mention the founder of this very academy. Dreikel's army was initially rather small in number. But as he traveled across the Empire, winning over the hearts of influential sympathizers, his forces rapidly increased. Now, the place where Emperor Dreikels first began gathering his army was... Reen Schwarzer. Would you care to tell the class?
Yeah, this is the place where Dreikels first started to gather his army was this game has these moments where they'll ask you questions and the answer was either something that they said at the beginning of their spiel or it isn't, and it's something that's in like the extra reading section of the library, or it's something that was discussed maybe a chapter ago. Needless to say, these can get very difficult. I know this is the Nord Highlands because I've played through this part now like 2 times for the first 3 hours of the game. But yeah, these get progressively more difficult, and I can't wait to see how bad I do on them this time around. It was the Nord Highlands, a region northeast of Erebonia. Very good, Mr. Schwarzer. Prince Dreikel's wanderings led him to the land of Nord, where he lived with the vagabonds for some time. It was there he heard of the civil war taking place in Erebonia, and those vagabonds of Nord became his very first allies. Yes, got it right. Let's go. Nord Highlands. Guess he didn't need my help after all. Progress on the relationship front of mending academic points. Yeah, you get academic points for all kinds of things in this game, and the easiest way to not get those is not do every
Nice work, everyone.
side quest.
You made it through another grueling day of classes. In case you've been living under a rock, please don't forget that tomorrow is your first free day. It's not technically a day off, but there are no classes, so it's up to you what to do with your time. Why, you could go shopping in the capital if you wanted to. Or just do what I do and sleep all day. Sleep is so wonderful.
Will the Academy's facilities still be open for our use?
Yes, I'd like to be able to use the free study area in the library myself.
Of course! This school shuts down for no one, so feel free to patronize any and all facilities as you like. A lot of clubs have meets scheduled for these free days as well, so anyone who's joined one should probably check on that.
I see.
I'll be certain to do so.
Also, before you leave, we should go over what's happening next week. On Wednesday, you all have your practical exam.
A practical exam?
What does that entail exactly?
It's part of your combat training. You'll be graded on your performance, so make sure you're well rested and ready for battle by then. Might be a good idea to do some training on your own time, too, just to keep from getting rusty.
Interesting.
I definitely don't like the sound of that.
I wonder what the, criteria for their seating in here is. Because it ain't by, name.
Oh, and one more thing. After
Neither
the
first
practical
nor
exam
last.
is over, I've got another important announcement about a major part of Class 7's curriculum that I haven't mentioned at all yet.
I wonder why.
What?
Could be because she wants to keep it a surprise,
Here
or
it
she
comes.
honestly slipped her mind.
So, whatever you choose to do on your free day, make it count for something.
Yeah, you got it.
That concludes today's homeroom. Machias, if you'll do the honors.
Yes, instructor. All rise. Bow.
I'm a little worried about the practical exam next week. I mean, I'm still getting used to this staff. I'd be happy to help you train if you need a sparring partner. The gymnasium looks big enough that I'm sure we'd have no trouble finding a good spot for it. That's very kind of you to offer, but I was planning on attending club practice today. Oh, you've joined a club already. Which one did you pick? I decided to try out for the band, though I'm not sure how much use they'll have for a violinist. Didn't know you played the violin. Did you just pick it up for fun? Yeah, something like that. How about you guys? Have you joined any of the school clubs? I'm considering joining the art club. Art, huh? Somehow that's not what I pictured for you, no pun intended. Do you have any artistic experience? Dabbled in it back home. Taught myself, though, so I feel like this could be a good chance to learn proper technique. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'd love to see some of your work sometime. You should just, like, kick the door down. Oh good, you're still here. Instructor, is there a problem? No, I was just hoping someone could do a teensy little favor for me. There's something I need picked up from the student council room. Something you need picked up? What would that be? That's for me to know and you to find out. All I'll say is it's something absolutely essential to your school life, and somebody needs to go get it. Though it doesn't matter who. Any volunteers? Sure, I'll go. If I show up at the student council room and tell them you sent me, they'll know why I'm there, right? Wait, are you sure you don't mind? You two have clubs, dude, right? I'm still totally undecided, so this shouldn't be a big deal at all. I can look in on a few clubs myself along the way, in fact. Well, if you really don't mind, thank you. The student council room is in the student union building next door at the end of the hall on the second floor. It's open until quite late, so there's no rush. Thank you, my dear. I leave everything in your capable hands. Okay. Nothing strange about that one. Student council room is on the second floor of the student union building. Yes. I'm counting on you. Of course, instructor. Is there a reason you're still here, though? Don't tell anyone, but I actually left the student register in here and forgot all about it. Good thing I remembered, though. Otherwise, I would have to sit through another of the vice principal's lectures. She's not exactly a conventional teacher, is she? Not at all. Alright. So, yeah. I know the building quite well. We got the music room, we got the home ec room, we got the art room. Down here is the computer lab. The rooftop's obviously up on the roof. You know, conference room, the principal's room, student faculty office, nurse's office. And then it's all just basically classrooms. I didn't know I could find you. Oh, lost little lamb, worry not. For I, Vincent, the noble escort Florand, will take you wherever your heart desires. Noble escort? What does that even mean? Master Vincent is the only son of the Florand family. Despite his pedigree, however, it would be wise to take his words with a healthy degree of skepticism. For instance, while he may claim to be the noble escort, most women he offers his services to reject them. Yes. I don't know why they keep repeating, like, where the student council room is. Auditoriums where the entrance ceremony is held. It's mostly closed. The athletic field. The library. Oh no, sorry, the gymnasium. The engineering building, which is next to the student union building. And the library is on the other side of the student union building. Yes. I mean, you want to do every quest in the game. You really do not want to skip over the green ones, even though they're optional. While I have not tried it, and I do not intend to do it in this playthrough, I would not recommend just breezing through the game, because there's some parts of this game where, man, you hit some sharp difficulty spikes if you're not prepared. And even though the game gives you the option to lower the boss difficulty after you fail, I would still recommend you just do all the quests. You get a lot of goodies for it. It all ends up paying for itself in the end.
the Student Union building. I know the cafeteria is on the first floor, but I wonder where the Student Council room is.
Sir, do you have like short-term memory loss? You were just told,
Hey there, first year?
and you just repeated it when you walked out of the main building.
How's it going? Academy life been treating you well this past half month?
I don't like the way you asked that.
Oh, yeah, it has. Guess he must be a second year. It's not easy, but I'm managing. Though I have a feeling it's only going to get harder from here on out.
Of course it will. Your class is going to be more intense than the others too. But you just hang in there, okay?
Okay. Wait. You're a second-year student, aren't you? Do you mind if I ask your name?
Hey now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First things first, how about you let me show you this cool trick I've been practicing?
Trick?
You got a 50 mirror coin I can borrow?
I think so.
Pretty sure he does, anyway.
Cheers. All right, watch closely.
What?
Now, which hand is the coin in? Left or right?
I'm gonna say neither. It's in your
It's
bag.
in your...
But since that's not an option,
Too bad.
Guess you win. I'm usually pretty good at following moving objects, too. Though, wait. You said this was a trick, which means...
You catch on quick.
Huh?
Keep up the good work, man. You're gonna need to be pretty tough to get through a year with Sarah as your instructor. Oh, and the student council room is on the second floor, furthest room back. See you around. Have a good weekend.
hey, wait, my money. Grifter.
Wait, my 50... mirror. He got me. Andy seemed to know I was heading to the student council room, too. I haven't met many of the
Damn it.
second years yet. I wonder if they're all like that. Oh well. At least now I know where I'm going. Though if it really is open late, I guess there's no real rush. I might as well see what else people are up to in here.
There's nothing else to really do but talk to everybody. On the first floor is the caf for food and the general goods store. Well, the equipment store, which sells and is where I buy equipment. And since I've done this quite a bit over the past couple of days, I'm just gonna continue on and not waste any time. This looks like the place. There's definitely someone inside. I can sense it. Why can't you just say, I hear someone inside?
Hello? Please come in. It's open.
I recognize that voice. Pardon the interruption. Oh, you're that girl.
It's been about 2 weeks, hasn't it?
You're that
Welcome
girl.
To the student council room, Reen Schwarzer. Instructor Sarah sent you, right?
Yes. So, you're a member of the student council then? I wonder if she got moved up a few years. She looks even younger than Fee.
Is something wrong?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just wondering, are you a second-year student?
I am, but there's no need for formalities with me. There's no junior or senior in my book. The name's Toa Herschel. I'm the student council president.
President?
Uh-huh. Does that surprise you? I'm sure I'll have plenty of opportunities to interact with you and the other first years during your time here. So if there's anything you need help with, you just come and let me know, okay? I'll do everything in my power to make it better.
Thank you. That's very kind. She's seriously the student council president? That's hard to believe. So, the reason I've come here is because you're holding on to something for Class 7, right?
Oh, of course. Here you go. Yours is the one on top.
Let's see. Oh, our student notebooks. I completely forgot about these.
I'm really sorry it's taken so long. Class 7's curriculum is pretty different from any of the other classes. And you're even using a different kind of battle orbment, so yours had to be compiled separately.
Meaning these notebooks have information in them about...
The Arcus, yes. All the student notebooks double as instruction manuals for their accompanying battle orbments. And the other first years are all using the same type as last year, so we could just reuse last year's template. But the Arcus type you're using works quite differently, so we had to write a whole new set of directions from scratch.
Okay, that makes sense. But wait, who's we?
Pretty much just me. Instructor Sarah asked me to do it on her behalf. Which means it's my fault this has taken so long. I'm really sorry.
Oh, no. If anything, it sounds like we owe you a huge debt of gratitude for putting so much time and effort into it. Is that really part of the student council's job, though? It seems more like something our instructor should be handling herself.
Technically, you're right. But she's always so busy. And I help out the other instructors a lot, too. So I don't mind lending her a hand from time to time.
What a nice person. Maybe a little too nice for her own good. I doubt she ever gets a moment's rest around here. So, you just need me to give these to the other students in Class 7, right?
Yes, please. I really appreciate what you've all agreed to do, too.
Huh? What do you mean?
I heard all about it from Instructor Sarah. She said you've agreed to help out the student council with our work. It's such a nice gesture. You're really getting Class 7 off to a great start here at the Academy.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Didn't you tell her that you wanted to help ease our workload? Something about wanting to better yourselves? To prove you were worthy of being a part of this prestigious new class? She said you were all really eager to help out, so I should try to delegate some of my duties to you.
Did she now?
Thank you, my dear. I leave everything in your capable hands.
Well.
Mwah, indeed.
Moi, indeed.
I'm sorry. Did I misunderstand her or something? Oh, how embarrassing. I didn't mean to start trying to force work onto you when you've only just enrolled.
There's no way I can turn her down. No. Instructor Sarah's absolutely right. Your plate is as full as I've seen, so if I can help you in any way, please let me.
Phew. I thought there had been a terrible misunderstanding there for a moment. But don't worry, I won't give you anything too difficult. It'll mostly just be fulfilling requests from people in the Academy and in Trista.
Requests?
Yep. Sometimes people send in feedback and list things they'd like us to do for them, and we try to help out however we can. I'll pick some up for you to do by the end of the day, and drop the list in your mailbox at your dorm tomorrow morning. Will that be okay with you?
Sure thing.
Damn it. Gotta stop. I'm a little too quick with the bubbles. Part of that right now is impatience. As I said, I played through the game now
Already?
multiple times. The first 3-4 hours over and over as I try to get this right.
What a day.
I should.
Can't believe she wound up treating me to dinner
I'll
in the
stop.
cafeteria. And she's still got more student council work to do yet. How is she so busy?
The girl is a workaholic.
Hello? This is Reen Schwarzer speaking.
Guten Tag, my favorite little Wunderkind. I hear you had a nice little dinner date with the student council president. Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
If this is how you treat your favorite little Wunderkind, I dread to think how you treat people you don't like. Would you care to explain why you've been signing me up for things behind my back?
I'll skip the details for now, but it's got something to do with the other part of your curriculum that I'll be announcing next week. I thought it'd be a good chance for one of you to do a little rehearsal before the main event. And since the student council truly is busy, I figured, why not kill two birds with one stone? A fine plan, if I do say so myself.
I have a feeling half the reason they're as busy as they are is because of certain instructors. But alright, I'm happy to play along. Basically, you just want me to spend my free day tomorrow helping the student council, right?
Oh, that's entirely up to you. If there's a club you're interested in joining, far be it from me to force you away from it.
No, to be honest, I still haven't found one that really clicks with me, so that won't be a problem. There is one question I'd like to ask, though. Why me, exactly? This seems like the kind of task typically entrusted to the class president or vice president, so Emma or Machias. And even if you were choosing based on social class, Eustace and Laura were both born into noble families. I wasn't. So what makes me so special, exactly?
Well, in a sense, you're effectively at the center of Class 7.
Pardon?
I'm not saying you're its leader, of course, but in a class full of nobles, commoners, and exchange students, you in particular are special. Surely even you can see that, no?
Well...
That's why I decided to give you first dibs, so to speak. I wanted to get an idea of how things might go from here on out. There's never been a class like yours before, after all. So there you have it. The beans have been spilled all over the place. Ball's in your court now.
Wait, what are you drinking?
Beer, of course. It's the weekend and I'm stuck wasting away in my room, imbibing libations. Alas, all by my lonesome. If only I had a classy gentleman friend who'd go out drinking with me. But woe of woes, such a man is nary to be found.
Are you okay?
Never better. But you, instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along. And on that note, make sure you're back in the dorm by curfew and all transgressions will be forgiven. Toodles!
If I don't plant myself somewhere, huh? She may have a few screws loose, but she's got a point. Maybe I should just try going with the flow and see what comes of it.
Chapter 1, Unconventional Studies. Went right to the dorm. After relaxing, he decided to walk around. Time to hand out them notebooks. Yeah, you do something over and over again, shit just kind of starts to blend together. This should be Machias' room. Who is it? It's me, Rian. I got something here for you. I'll be right there. Sorry to make you go through all that trouble. Don't worry about it. Were you in the middle of studying there? I'm sorry if I interrupted you. No need to be sorry for that. How'd you know I was studying, though? You got pencil marks all over the sides of your hands. Well then, you should make sure to do plenty of studying yourself. You don't want to find yourself falling behind. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Most of our classes seem like they'd be pretty hard, too. Agreed. Besides, it'll be a chance to show up those snobby upper-class students. I'll see you tomorrow, then. Yeah, good night. Evening, Rean. What's up? Actually, I was just looking for you. I got your student notebook here. Here you go. I was wondering when that'd come. Thanks. Sorry to make you go out of your way to deliver it. No worries. Your room's got a really distinctive feel to it, though. What's that hanging on the wall? That's a sort of ornament made back in the, Nord Highlands. I thought it'd be a nice way to bring the spirit of my homeland along with me. I see, it really does give the whole room an exotic feel. You got your brushes out, too, so I'm guessing you're gonna spend tomorrow painting? Yeah, I'm planning to head over to the art club. Feel free to come along if you feel like it. Will do. This should be Eustace's room. Who's there? It's me, Rian. I got your student notebook. Very well. You have my thanks. Don't mention it. Mind if I ask what you're up to? I was simply reading. Oh, what kind of book? A biography I borrowed from the library. Why must I indulge your mundane little questions? Huh? While we may live in the same dorm, the two of us are perfect strangers. Your proximity to me does not give you license to intrude on my private life. You're right. I'm sorry about that. Pay it no mind. Also, I suggest you be more mindful when and to whom you volunteer your time. Otherwise, people will be more than happy to simply use you at every turn. Was that meant to be a warning? He doesn't seem like an easy guy to make friends with, that's for sure. But maybe he's got a good heart? And then, Rian, something the matter? Toa gave me Class 7 student notebooks to hand out earlier, so I'm just going around delivering those. Here's yours. Ooh, thanks. Anyway, were you playing the violin in here? Sorta. It's pretty late, so I wasn't really playing per se, just doing the fingering and the motions. The wind orchestra isn't meeting tomorrow, so I thought I should get in some practice tonight instead. Wow, you're really into music, huh? Can't imagine most people being that invested in their hobbies. Your room's chock full of musical stuff, too. It's not that much, honestly. It'd be nice if the walls in these dorms were a bit more soundproof, though. Then I'd be able to play all night without bothering anyone. Spoken like a true music nerd. V. Who's there? It's me, Rian. I got something for you. Coming. Cheers. Go on. Were you asleep? I didn't mean to wake you up. It's fine. Surprised you went to sleep this early, though. I mean, we just had dinner. I didn't have anything else to do. You done? Yeah, just wanted to give you your notebook. Right. She's a unique one, that girl. I wonder how she ended up a student here anyway. Should be Emma's room. Yes, who is it? It's me, Rian. Do you have a moment? Ah, Rian, I'll be right there. Thank you. Oh, and on an unrelated note, how are you planning on spending the day tomorrow? I'm thinking I'll help out the student council. How about you? I plan on looking at some more clubs. I haven't seen what the culture clubs have to offer yet, so I'll be visiting them tomorrow. Alright, joining a club does sound like a good idea. Let me know if any of them seem really good. Alright, I will. Also, I do hope you're able to make up with Lisa soon. Yeah, I'm gonna try and talk to her again later. Good luck. But don't try to rush things either. I think Elisa still needs to sort out her feelings about everything. But don't worry, I'm sure it will all work out in the end. Thanks. Good night, Emma. Good night. Thank you for bringing me my notebook, too. This should be Laura's room. Hey, Laura, you in there? Is that you, Rian? I'll be right there. Thank you for taking the time to deliver it to me. Don't worry about it. What were you doing anyway? You didn't hear me knocking and you're covered in sweat. Just practicing with a wooden sword. I must have been so focused on my practice that I didn't hear you knock at first. That's some concentration, alright. Maybe I should do some practicing when I get back to my room, too. You certainly don't want to neglect your training. I'd enjoy it if I had someone to do it with sometime, too. Well then, good night. Good night. Alrighty. I need to give Elisa her student notebook too. Right, here goes. Who is it? It's me, Rian. What do you want? What are you even thinking coming to some innocent girl's room at this late at night? Okay, good point. I wouldn't have under normal circumstances, but there's something I need to give you. I explain the situation. Oh. Okay, wait a moment. Hurry up and hand it over. Okay, just a second. Take out the notebook. It should be this one. Let's see. Elisa, right. Don't read that! Snatches it out of my hand. I can't let my guard around you for a second, can I? Sorry, I can't tell which notebook it is without looking inside. I really didn't mean any harm. Or so you say. Anyway, that's all you want, isn't it? Good night, then. A firm slam in the face. Guess I'll have to back off for tonight. but it seems that R is just an initial. I didn't finish reading her full name before she snatched out my hands, though. Is there a reason she's hiding it? And lastly... You really can't beat an ice cold beer after work. No, wait, maybe you can, with 2 ice cold beers. Have you been drinking all night? At least try not to fall asleep here, okay? I don't want you to catch a cold. Don't you worry your pretty little head about me. I'm indestructible, especially since I've got the day off tomorrow. You say that like it totally excuses your entire night of drinking. Well, anyway, you were nice enough to take on some work for the student council, so that's a load off my shoulders. I'm looking forward to seeing how you perform tomorrow. Right. Wow, she went from plastered to bastard in the blink of an eye. Looks like there's a lot more to her than I thought. Alright, now on to our first free day. Each free day you have a number of quests to do, as well as bonding moments. The tutorial is gonna roll through and explain all that. One thing I will say is I like how this game handles it much better than I do with Persona. I enjoyed Persona 5. It's a phenomenal game. However, it takes a while before that game really starts to like turn on. And one of the things that, you know, it's a lot of story build up, but then eventually one thing that I am not so much a fan of is all the busybody work of getting up your social skills, hanging out with your classmates, like all of that. There's just so much of it. It kind of gets tiresome very quickly for me, at least. I like how this game does a lot better. Everything is short, sweet, and to the point. Noteworthy loss. Colette. Kind of dropped my student notebook and now I can't find it anywhere. Would anyone be willing to help me look? I'll be looking for it on the first floor of the Student Union building, and I'd really appreciate it if someone lent me a hand. Colette, Year 1, Class 4. Orbital delivery. George. I've just finished repairing a bunch of orbital tech here at the engineering club, but I need someone to deliver everything. Stop by the engineering building, left to the Student Union building, and I'll tell you more. George, Year 2, Class 3. Old Schoolhouse Mystery. Principal Vandyck. I have reason to believe that strange phenomena have been occurring in the old schoolhouse of late. As such, I would like to request that one or more combat-ready students look into this and report back to me. For more details, come see me in my office on the first floor of the main building, Principal Vandyck. One for the principal, one from the engineering club, and ho, one from another first year. Certainly wasn't expecting a request from the principal as one of my first assignments. Hope I don't screw it up. Curious about the one from the engineering club too, sounds interesting. Well, I got all day, so let's just dive in, I guess. Can view quests in the notebook. Bonding points. So on free days, you can have certain events with classmates and sub-characters that are called bonding events. 1 point will be consumed each time you view an event, and your bond with that character will be strengthened. When the time of day advances to evening, all daytime bonding events quests will no longer be available. In exchange, you'll receive 1 bonus one. Yes. And one of those bonding events is currently right here in this building with Elliot. Whew. You're looking pretty tired there, Elliot. Yeah, I just got some packages from home. Heavy ones at that. I just carried them up here and I'm already totally beat. I can believe that. Seems like there's food in one of these too. I should probably look through them. Well, I am already here. Should I give him a hand? Yes. Look tired? Can I help you out? Really? You would? Well, I'd sure appreciate it. Rita and Elliot begin sorting packages Elliot received from home. Whew. Well, we're done with about half of them. I didn't expect it to be quite this much of everything. There has to be a month's worth of food in here, not to mention a bunch of clothes and other daily necessities. I didn't expect this either. Now I feel bad for dragging you into it. My sister's way too protective of me sometimes. Oh, you got a sister? Yeah, an older one. She's always been a bit on the clingy side too. I mean, I'm grateful that she sent me a care package, but I wish she'd just tone it down a bit. I'm not a kid anymore. You mean it? I think it's kind of nice, actually. You can tell she really cares about you. really? Oh. Elliot took out a worn-looking piece of sheet music out of the box. Is that sheet music? Looks like someone got a lot of use out of it. Yeah, I used to practice with this all the time back home. To tell you the truth, I actually wanted to enter a music academy before I ended up here. Oh, really? Then I guess joining the wind orchestra wasn't a casual thing for you, huh? Well, I've always loved music, ever since I was younger, but in the end, I wasn't all that serious about it, so I ended up choosing Thor's instead of a music academy. Weird, really? Well, either way, it'd be nice to hear you play that piece sometime. Sure, one of these days. He thinks there's more to that story that we will find out. Rin and Elliot returned to sorting out the packages, only getting through with the strength of their combined efforts. Yes. To begin at 1 again. But yeah, I already know who and what events I'm gonna do. Weather's beautiful today. Right then, let's head out. There's all kinds of shops interested. The general goods is ingredients and accessories. Le Sage is for clothing, footwear, and accessories. Kaine's Books sells newspapers and, obviously, books. And Kirsch's Cafe and Inn stocks food items, and I can also pay to restore my CP. But there's a better way of getting CP for free. And I can now fast travel. People with an exclamation over their head are a bonding event, as you can see with Machias. But there's a better way of getting CP back than paying for it. And it's all thanks to this man right here. Man, the weather's perfect today. The fish are really biting today. Looks like he's a student from one of the upper classes. Hey there! Haven't met you yet. You got one of those red uniforms on, so I guess you're from Class 7? That's right. My name's Rin Sorzer. Are you a first year too? Yep. I'm Kenneth Lake Lord, Class 2. I'm part of the Imperial Fishing Club. It's really laid back. You'd like it. But, yeah, pleasure's all mine. Likewise. He's pretty laid back himself, especially for a noble. I take it the Imperial Fishing Club's about fishing? You catch on quick. Nice fish pun there. Catch on quick. Trista's supposed to be a great place for fishing. I hear there are a ton of different fishes you can catch here. I'm just trying to figure out the right spot. Seems like you're having fun at least. You've done a bit of fishing in your time, haven't you? How about giving it another shot? Well, sure, but how did you know? Just a hunch. Well then, from one fisherman to another. Are you sure I can have these? I kind of feel bad just getting all the stuff for nothing. Don't sweat it. The Imperial Fishing Club's here to spread the joy of fishing, so it's all good. We'll be starting off as a white angler, but don't think too much about that. Just fish away to the heart's content. Oh, what? Just ignore that for now. It's not all that important. Oh yeah, once you've started landing some big catches, come back and talk to me. I'll trade you some cool prizes for your points. Prizes? Points? What's going on? Now that that's all explained, it's time for me to head off. I've got some fish to catch. I'll be fishing at the pond on campus if you want to join me. Swell guy. I'm still confused about some of the stuff he said, but oh well. Still, now that I have a rod, it wouldn't hurt to start fishing again. Let's see. The label says it's made by the Lake Lord Company. Wait a minute. Isn't Lake Lord his last name? His family must be pretty famous then. And, I assume, experts on fishing. He was looking over there, right? Seems like it could be a decent fishing spot. The pond you mentioned is available too, so maybe I'll give that a shot when I have time. Now, fishing... Yes. Everything he just said is basically explained right there. It's funny, I've grown to really enjoy fishing minigames. But like in one of the first games that I remember playing where it was a minigame in Dark Cloud, way back in the PlayStation 2 days. I mean, I was really young, so it didn't seem all that interesting of a minigame. But I've come to really enjoy it now, and I try and do it every game that has it. Swordtail. Dark Cloud is an interesting game. for any who have not played it. It's got a... It's interesting. It's one of those games that I recently went back and beat, me and my siblings.
Caught one.
And we never really got past the first dungeon. You know, as you do as a younger kid, sometimes with games. I believe we rented the game at one point. That might be from Blockbuster.
Not bad.
Sword Tail. But yeah, we went back and beat it. It's an interesting game. Not bad per se, just very different. There's a lot of pacing oddities with the game. Like some of the dungeons and areas feel really well thought and fleshed out, and others feel like a mismatch. Like the second area doesn't really fit in the context of the game. Nor does the it's either the fourth or the fifth. It's the space one. That's also a little strange. Out of no bait. Alright, got my CP back for free and caught some fish. That's awesome. The only way I'm able to do more is to get ground bait, but I'll be holding on to that because as I learned after playing the game that there's fishing spots in some of the areas you visit, and I didn't realize that, so I realized that way too late. Won't happen this time though. Hello, Colette. Pardon me, you're Colette from Class 4, right? I believe you submitted a request to the Student Council? Yeah, I did. But you're that guy from Class 7. Did you join the Student Council when I wasn't looking? Nothing like that, I just decided to help them out with some of their work. Student Council President told me to handle your request. Oh, so that's how it is. Wow, we're both first years, but you seem so much more grown up than me. The people in Class 7 must be amazing. It's no big deal. So you wrote that you need help looking for your student notebook? Yeah, I've been looking everywhere I could think of since this morning, but there's no sign of it. So does that mean you're going to start looking right away? They said that if one person wasn't able to help me, they'd send someone else to do it. I see, so that's how it has this all arranged. Well, sure, you can count on me. Really, thank you so much. Before we get too excited, I think I'll need a bit more info to have any hope of finding it. Can you tell me when you first noticed you dropped it? It was right after school yesterday when I went to borrow a book from the library. You can't borrow books without your notebook, so I went to take it out, and I couldn't because it wasn't there. Yesterday after school, got it. So when was the last time you remember having it? Probably right when classes had finished for the day? Yesterday, when I was still in the classroom? I remember using it to take notes while I was there with my friends, so I definitely had it then. I guess I must have dropped it somewhere between my classroom and the library. I see, that narrows it down quite a bit. Does it? Does it narrow it down quite a bit? That's still a huge area. Did you stop anywhere on your way to the library? Well, after I left the main building, I came here to the Student Union. Pretty sure I went to the library after that. That should be everywhere I went. Right, so there really aren't that many places where it could have dropped. The best way to go about this is to split up and search the main building and the areas surrounding it, I think. Yeah, that's just what I was going to ask you to do, actually. I'm hoping it's there, because I searched the library from top to bottom this morning, and the rooftop's out, because the janitor said he didn't notice it when he was doing his morning cleaning rounds. Main building it is then. Also, you didn't say you were on the roof. So do you think I should start with the classroom? No, I don't think you need to check there at all. I searched my classroom yesterday and didn't go to any others. It'd probably be a good idea to focus on the halls and the rest areas. I have a feeling that if it's in the main building, it's going to be on the second floor somewhere. Thanks for the info. I'll head over there and take a look. You can stay here in the Student Union and keep up your search. Okay, will do. Thanks for agreeing to help me out. Yes, truth be told, voila. Should be it, but I should check the inside to be sure. Unless there's an identical Colette running around, this one is the one. She'll be happy to see this. I should get it back to her as soon as I can. Did you find it? Yeah. Assuming this is actually your notebook, why don't you check it to be sure? Thanks. You're right. It really is mine. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank goodness. It's the only form of ID we students have, so it would have been awful if I'd lost it. Especially since our instructor would have chewed my head off if I need to get another one issued. Thanks so much for your help, Reen. I'm sorry. I'm just so relieved. I didn't know it was so important to you. Still, I'm glad I was able to help you out. By the way, where did you end up finding it? Oh, you know the sofas on the second floor of the main building that people used at the rest area? It was one of those. It was on one of those, sort of in the gap between cushions. The sofa's on the second floor? Oh, I guess I did relax there for a while. Come to think of it, I dropped it when sitting down once before. I heard it falling out of my pocket that time though, so I didn't end up losing it. Why would sitting down do that? What pocket do you usually put your notebook in? Well, one of my skirt pockets usually. That makes sense. A lot of the boys use their pants pockets too, but you might want to try using your jacket pocket from now on. It's not going to fall out of there. That's where I usually put mine. I've never had any problems. Jacket pockets? We got those? Well, I don't know if the girls' jackets are any different from than the guys are, but I don't see why not. Hold on, let me check. Oh wow, you're right. I had no idea this was even here. There's no way my notebook will ever fall out of one of these. Thanks for the tip. That should solve all my pocket problems. Hope you have. Happy to be of service. You've really been a big help today. This really doesn't make up for it, but would you accept this as a little token of my thanks? Receive silver chain. An accessory? Hold on, I couldn't possibly... Don't worry about it. I bought one for myself the other day, but ended up ordering two by mistake. I can't really use both at once, so it makes sense to give it to someone else who might be able to do something with it. Well, if you're sure, thanks. That's my line. Well, thanks again for everything, Reen. Alright. On to George. Hey there, good to see you. You're the person who was with President Toe when I first arrived at the academy. You got a good memory. George Gnome. I'm George Gnome, second year, class 3. I'm also head of the engineering club. You're Reen Swarza from class 7, right? Nice to meet you. Likewise. Tova told me that you'd be helping out the student council. You probably got a lot to learn about the academy since you just enrolled, but good luck with everything. Thanks very much. I am curious. This is the engineering building, isn't it? With all the machines and equipment around here, it certainly fits the bill. Yep, you can basically think of this as the Academy's very own orbment factory. The engineering club's been in charge of maintaining orbments here for a long time now. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I assume you prepared all the stuff you want me to deliver for this request too? That's right. I handle that stuff here at the engineering club too. I usually deliver them myself, but I'm a little too busy this month. Can I ask you to do it for me? Of course. So what do you need? Alright, here's the rundown. As you know, I need to deliver 3 Orbital products for me. First up is the Orbital Scale, which I need delivered to the cooking club. The club meets in the home economics room on the 2nd floor of the main building. Give it to the head of the club, Nicholas. Nicholas, cooking club, home economics room, got it. Next two are both in town. Okay, so you take requests from people in town? Yeah, there was so much talk about the club that I started getting requests from people in Trista too. There's no reason for me to refuse them, so I do as much as I can to help them out. That certainly explains how you end up so busy. Sure does. The second delivery I need you to make is the antique Orbital lamp. This one's going to Mitch at the pawn shop. You'll find it in the southeast part of the shopping district. It's kind of out of the way, so keep an eye out. Antique Orbital lamp from the pawn shop. Got it. Last but not least, the final item I need to deliver is this Orbital wristwatch. This one's going to Michael over at Radio Trista. Radio Trista is in the southwest of the central shopping district. Just let the receptionist know why you're there, and she'll call Michael out for you. Orbital wristwatch for Michael from Radio Trista. Ask the receptionist. I can do that. That's everything. Let me give you these items. Scale, lamp, watch. I'll be sure to be careful. It's not going to be easy carrying all those around, but I'm sure you'll manage. Just be sure to report back to me when you're done. Of course, I'll get started right away. Alright. Very quickly, I will do the home economics room for the cooking club. Hey there, you wouldn't happen to be, wouldn't be here to join the cooking club, would you? Not exactly. Engineering club asked me to deliver something for you. Is this what you've been looking for? Yep, that's the Orbital Scale I asked George to fix, alright. I don't know how he works so fast. I'd really be lost without him. George's many talents aside, I didn't even know how tools like this existed. Pretty impressive, isn't it? These can provide more accurate and minuscule measurements than any analog scale. If you put a container full of ingredients on there, it'll even subtract the container's weight for you. It's handy. I'd believe it. You don't have any interest in cooking by chance, do you? I haven't given it much thought, to be honest, but I am kind of curious. I'll be cooking for myself from now on anyway, right? You'd be surprised at how many students here can't. Here's the thing. The cafeteria might be cheap, but it still costs more Mira than it would making it yourself. Have you ever tried cooking anything yet? Not yet. I don't even know where to start. Which means you're as virgin as my olive oil. If you want to start cooking, I'd recommend you start cooking. Just make something. Doesn't matter what. And that's the truth. You want to cook something? Give it a crack. Just go out and try. Cooking is so fun. It's so fun. Even when you mess up. Even when the dish comes out not great. It's still a fun experience. I recommend anybody try it. It's a life skill I think everybody should have. Just know how to cook. Tell you what, I'll even give you this to get you started. And on top of it off, there's an easy recipe to get started on. It's so easy, I've got all the ingredients you need right here. Help yourself. Thank you very much. The recipe book seems like it'll be a lot. You sure I can have it? Sure, we got tons of them. If it sparks a fire for cooking in your heart, it'll all be worth it. Got it. I'll be sure to get some use out of it then. Well, thanks again for bringing me my scale, and pass my thanks on to George for fixing it. Will do. Alright, I can now make recipes. This is actually relevant for something else in the game that I did not find out until way later. Apparently, Instructor Thomas wants you to give him recipes that you find. I'm still not entirely sure where to get a lot of recipes, but yeah, I'll find that out as I play. But that is where we will end this episode. Actually, wait, very quickly, because I will forget. Quite possibly, we'll do our bonding event with Laura. Good day, Rain. Have you come for a swim too? Not quite. Surprised the swimming club is active this time of year, though. Well, it's true that winter swimming isn't for everyone. The water is rather chilly, but I think it makes for good training. How did I know you would say something like that? Should I stick around a bit longer? Yes. Would it be fun if I just hang out and watch the club for a while? You'll get no objections from me. In fact, you came along at the perfect time. I was just about to test my short distance swimming speeds. Do you think you could record my times? Sure, I can do that. That took you 22.34 seconds. Whew, just a so-so time. So, you tore across the pool. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were part fish. Let's not go overboard. All these puns. If I'm a fish, my father's a dolphin. In fact, he could probably outswim one. Maybe, but he's the Radiant Blade Master. His swimming prowess doesn't make yours any less amazing. No kidding. I could hardly take my eyes off her while she was in the water. Is there a reason you're staring at me? Oh no, don't mind me. I take it swimming is a specialty of yours then? Perhaps more a habit than specialty. Legram is located alongside a lake, and I used to swim there in the winter to train. It seems that doing so slightly improved my swimming in general. I don't know if the word slightly applies here. Given your upbringing, I initially assumed that you joined a club more combat-oriented focused. But I see now that even swimming can contribute to your training. That's the hope. My father once told me, there are things about the sword we can only learn by stepping outside of its shadow. I had every intention of putting those words into practice until entering this academy. Your dedication to the sword doesn't surprise me. The way it influences so much of your life seems very... you. To be honest, I'm a bit jealous. There's no need for that. You have your sword. You can do the same. I guess you're right. Forget I said anything. I see. Regardless, thank you for timing me. It seems I'll have to train even harder from here on out. Best of luck. I know you can do it. Alright, and that is where we'll end this episode. So yes, next time we will tackle the final handing of items George gave us, and then it will be time to tackle the old schoolhouse. So yeah, I hope you all have enjoyed what you've been watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. If you like what you saw, feel free to drop a like, comment, subscribe, maybe let me know what your thoughts are. But until next time, see ya!